Alright, what's up everybody? Kyle here, and today we're going to talk about one thing and one thing only, and that is the pinnacle of youth bowling, Junior Gold. So if you're not associated with Junior Gold, you can stop watching this video right now. This information is not going to pertain to you, but if you're going to Junior Gold to compete, coach, if you're a parent, stay tuned, watch this video. I got some good information for you, so let's get started. So for those of you who don't know, Junior Gold is a tournament where 1 week out of the year, all the best youth bowlers in the nation come together to hash it out. In fact, here's a little montage of Junior Gold.
You're my heartbeat, my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb. I wanna feel.
Yeah, that makes me still want to bowl. Alright, so the goal for this video is to develop some strategies on how to attack Junior Gold. I'm going to post in the description below a link to all the rules, the format, because there's a lot of that to go over. But first, a quick background of my Junior Gold experience. I bowled Junior Gold 5 times. The first 2 times, I didn't make the first cut. It was very bad. And then the next 3 times, I was fortunate enough to make the top 16 and go into match play. So I've experienced the lows of not making a cut. And then I built my way up to experience the highs of eventually making Junior Team USA. And I will say, I think what progressed me through that process the most was just learning how to attack Junior Gold. Without further ado, tip number 1.
Help me help you.
Tip number 1 is going to be your mindset going into the tournament. I think without a good mindset, it doesn't matter how physically gifted you are, how good you throw the ball. I don't think you'll be able to succeed well enough at this tournament, because if you let uncontrolled variables get to you, then you're just going to take away from you being able to execute your game plan, and that's the last thing we want. So uncontrolled variables can be anywhere between breakdowns, too many people on a pair, someone screaming in the back, people not playing the lanes like you want. These things are going to happen at Junior Gold, I guarantee it. But you can't let it get to you. You have to be able to stick to your game, understand the process, and then let the chips fall where they go. So mindset for me, number 1, most important. Be positive, be patient, and just understand that you're gonna shoot a 150 game at times, and then when it's your time to get it though, you have to go get it. You have to get that score. So mindset number 1. Tip number 2. Tip 2 has to deal with versatility, lane play. I think they kind of go hand in hand. First, Junior Gold is 4 days, 4 blocks on 4 different patterns. Lots of 4s there. Versatility is key because there's going to be 4 different patterns, which means you're going to have to play a multitude of different areas on the lane. So guys, when you're practicing, you need to be just as sharp from first arrow going up the lane as opposed to 4th arrow swinging the ball. Because trust me, if the shot makes you play first arrow and you're not very good at playing that, you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt wishing you would have practiced that, because that's an opportunity to take advantage of other people that don't know how to play first arrow. So guys, be able to play all different parts of the lane. Practice that at home. Versatility, super important. And then there's lane play, and I think the best way to get my message across here is a story. This is a conversation I had with Brad Angelo. Brad's a super smart guy, and I like having these informative bowling talks with them. But we were having a conversation. He asked me a question. He goes, Kyle, what's your most important ball in your bag? And I'm answering, and I'm wrong. He's like, nope. I'm like, dude, what are you getting at here? He's like, the most important ball in your bag is your eyeball. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, listen, if you're not able to read what your ball is doing on the lane and then adjust adequately, and you can't understand that information your bowling ball is giving you, all these balls in your bag are kind of useless because you don't know what to switch to, what to do. So understanding what your ball is doing on the lane and then lining up according to what the information the ball is giving you is super important. And actually, I have an idea. Let's go to the bowling alley. I think I can give an example. Okay, let's go to the bowling alley. All right, so this example one second. All right, this example is from, I guess, my Junior Gold experience. when I was bowling, I was terrible. I cannot hit. When I was bowling junior gold, I was terrible in the short patterns. My first 2 years, I mean, I would go like 150 under on these patterns, and it would completely kill my tournament. So I have a short pattern here, and I'm gonna show you what I used to do. Here it is, right here. See, that's terrible. I would throw a shiny ball thinking the lanes are hooking a lot. I need a shiny ball to get down the lane, which is the last thing that you actually need. And then this was my adjustment back then. So I'd move farther left with the shiny ball. It was awful. And then, so I reflected on this and I'm like, what do I need to do to get better? And you guys are probably a lot smarter than I was back in the day. Then I finally put a urethane ball in my hands, played to the right, like this. That's what you're supposed to do. And my score, instead of going 150 under, I would only go like 20 under. I just improved my score by 100+ pins every block, allowed me to be a lot higher in the standings. And it's just examples like that, addressing the lanes the way they need to be addressed, having a proper strategy about them is gonna increase your score immensely. So yeah, don't do what I did. And here is tip number 3. Bowling ball. This is what it looks like when you have a problem. I don't know why I just did that, because I just realized that now I'm gonna have to carry all those bowling balls back upstairs. That was a dumb demonstration. But anyway, bowling balls. That's tip number 3 is gonna be about bowling ball. Hold up. Ooh, missed my set. 1 second. Better. So as I said before, Junior Gold doesn't release the patterns that you're gonna be bowling on throughout the week, but there is a practice session where you get to bowl on all the patterns that you're gonna be seeing. And this is the holy grail when it comes to preparing for the tournament, because Junior Gold has a 5-ball limit. And because of that 5-ball limit, it becomes very tough to narrow down what 5 balls you want throughout the tournament. But in the practice session, there's no limit, and you can bring as many as you want. So this is where you narrow down those 5 balls, and that way you have a better arsenal to match up for all the variety of patterns you're gonna see throughout the week. So here's my advice for bowling balls to pick for your arsenal. First, this is more of a strategy. Since you have 5 balls, that spare ball becomes very important, because if you have 5 balls in your bag, when you have a plastic ball, that's pretty much only for spares. And that really hurts you as far as your range of what you can throw on all the patterns, because typically plastic doesn't come into play at all. So for your spares, I think it's really important to be able to throw urethane at your spares. That way you can throw it for a first ball and a second ball, or B, be able to flatten your hand out with reactive ball. I would really work on this, guys. It's gonna give you a huge advantage as far as your arsenal goes if you can learn to use one of those 2 options. Second, when you go to the practice session, have your arsenal ready to where you know what balls are good for long patterns, you know what balls are good for short patterns and medium patterns. So when you throw that first shot in the practice session, say your ball never hooks, you can go right away to this assortment of bowling balls that you think are good for that long pattern. This will allow you to more efficiently dial in your arsenal without wasting too many shots with balls you shouldn't be throwing on that specific pattern. And thirdly, as far as types of bowling balls go, I think you need to have a urethane ball in your bag, a dull asymmetric, a pearl ball, and then a couple smooth options that are just really controllable. But guys, remember, use that eyeball, pay attention to your ball reaction going down the lane, practice that before you get to the tournament, and I promise you, you'll be able to better match up your equipment to what you're gonna see on the lane. God, I'm so excited for everybody down there. Junior Gold is such an amazing time. I remember when I was training for it, I was so excited to go compete, see all my friends. But yeah, so I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions, put it in the comment things below, or message me on College Sherman Bowling. Also, I'll be down there. I'll be down there with Columbia 300, helping out with registration. So come see me. I'll be videoing. I'll be the goofy guy holding the camera, having people be in my videos and stuff. Yeah, anyway, okay, yeah, see you guys. Remember, eyeball, mindset, practice, versatility, stuff. Yeah, bye.
I wanna feel free like a bird in the sky when he